Welcome, you guys. If you don't know me, my name is Portia, and my goal is to help you find a work from home job. I bring you job leads that aren't MLM, no scams, no pay to play, none of that crazy stuff, you guys. We have some great opportunities for you today, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, you guys, the first company we have today is Comcast, and everyone knows who Comcast is. They're one of the largest cable companies in the U.S., and this is a very entry-level friendly position, perfect for my people who may be fresh out of high school and have not worked from home before. They're hiring a customer service sales representative. They have that this is a position that is available throughout the United States. There's no state restrictions, and the pay is $16 per hour. They're letting you know that the pay is a base rate and you can get a quarterly bonus, and there are commissions that are uncapped, it looks like. They're also letting you know that the hour of operations are 7 days a week, and so you can have a pretty variety filled schedule working with them, so keep that in mind when you apply. They're letting you know the core responsibilities of the position. Basically, this is a typical entry-level customer support role where you'll be assisting customers, handling some billing issues, things of that nature, you guys. This is a good position to get your feet in the door. That's what you do with a position like this. You don't have to stay in it for years. Just grab what you can and move on to get something that you may want that fits better. The next company we have, you guys, is Broadway Ventures. And if you're not familiar with that company, they are a veteran-owned management consulting and IT services firm founded in 2013, and they're hiring a appeals specialist. They're letting you know that you can apply for this role anywhere throughout the United States. The minimum education requirements are high school diploma or GED, and they would prefer a associate's or bachelor's, but remember, guys, a preferred is not required. They like you to have 2 years minimum work experience, and preferably in the healthcare industry. If you've done health insurance, if you've done scheduling, registration, that's perfect for you. But even if you don't have that, you guys, we want to align the position that we've worked to get the position that we want. And moving further down, they're letting you know that this is a Monday through Friday schedule. And with this role, they let you know kind of what you're going to be doing, which is preparing unit reports, analyzing data, performing non-medical reviews, processing redetermination letters, updating letters, and all that great stuff. And honestly, you guys, this seems like this may possibly be a no phone or light phone position. So if you have this experience, if you can align the position that you have to go with this, definitely run and apply. I have a feeling that this one is not going to stay up long. The next company we have is Allstate, and everyone should be familiar with Allstate. They are one of the largest insurance companies in the U.S. As you can see here, this is a fully remote position, and if you scroll a little further down, you will see the key responsibilities for this role, which some of that includes providing complex screening, fielding, prioritizing of inbound communications via telephone, mail, and email to resolve critical issues in a timely manner. Now, for this role, they're letting you know what they're looking for in a candidate. They're letting you know that they prefer a bachelor's degree, but remember, preferred is not required. They like you to have 2 years of administrative experience supporting senior leadership or officers preferred. They will take experience in lieu of education, and that's what I always try to tell my people. Do not be afraid when they say that they would prefer a degree. If you have 4 years of experience or more, definitely take advantage and apply for these roles. And I love this about Allstate. They're letting you know right up front what the pay is going to be for a role like this. No guessing involved, and that's always good because we don't want to spend 15-20 minutes on an application, and when you get to the interview, they're telling you it pays $15 an hour. Nothing wrong if you are okay with $15 an hour, but if you stay in one of the more higher paying cities and you have a lot of bills, that may not be something you want to spend your time on. So again, this is an administrative assistant position with Allstate. Make sure you go and apply for this one quickly. I have a feeling that this one is not going to be up long. The next company we have is High Touch, and if you're unfamiliar with the company, High Touch is a modern AI platform for marketing and growth teams. They are hiring a recruiting coordinator, and they're letting you know that this is a remote position and there are no state restrictions, which we love. So that means whether you're in New York, California, Indiana, Illinois, you can apply for this role. With this role, they're letting you know that you are able to schedule and own the entire coordination experience for candidates. You'll also need to be excited about building efficient scheduling and recruiting processes that result in a highly positive experience for both candidates and the hiring team. They'll want you to be able to communicate effectively with the interview team, recruiting team, and candidates to ensure a seamless experience. What they're looking for is someone who ideally has spent some time recruiting or in an administrative role. So you don't necessarily have to have recruiting experience for this role. They will take a role where you dealt with a lot of administrative duties. And down here, I love it. I love it. I love it. They are letting us know what the pay is for this position right up front, so we don't waste our time on an application that we don't even want the job because it doesn't pay enough. The hourly rate for this position will end up being around $36 to around $45, an hour for my people who like hourly pay for it to be converted. The next job lead we have is coming right up right after this message. Okay, you guys, brief commercial break. It is my commercial. If you don't know, I have a school community where I house every job lead you'll see me talk about on YouTube, plus more. I guarantee a minimum of 25 job leads Monday through Friday. And really, y'all, it's 50 if you have a bachelor's degree, because I include my degree roles in there as well. It is only $27 a month, and there's tons of cool stuff in here. If you want to join, check out my school community. All you need to do is go to school.com/remote jobs. Again, that is school.com/remote jobs. Don't spend a bunch of hours searching for job leads anymore. Let me do it for you. I'm going to bring you the best that LinkedIn, Glassdoor, and Indeed have to offer. Now let's move on to the next job for the video. The next company we have, you guys, is a DoorDash company, and they are looking for a team lead for their live operations department. They're letting you know for this position, you will be in charge of leadership for about 4 specialized pods. They're letting you know some things that you may want to be excited about to work a position like this. And they're letting you know what the roles and responsibility are, which is managing the daily output, attendance, and quality standards for about 4 senior support specialists. This is pretty much a quality and assurance role, you guys, from what it sounds like to me. They're letting you know if you have 5+ years of total professional experience with at least 2 years specifically managing high performance teams in tech, marketplace, or high volume logistics, that they would love to hear from you. They're also listing some other qualities and experience that they are wanting for their new team member. But remember, if you don't have everything, that's okay. If you have the majority of what they're asking for, if you know you're a good fit for this role, definitely make sure to apply. Do not let that stop you if you don't cross every T or dot every I with what they're looking for. That is their perfect candidate, but perfect candidates don't typically exist, right? We just want to be an ideal candidate. And they're letting you know the pay range for this role with DoorDash. And to break down that hourly pay for you, it's going to be about $28 to $42 per hour. Not too bad, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And the next company we have, you guys, is a company called Generator Health. And if you don't know who they are an AI company that operates as a technology-enabled backbone for healthcare using AI and human expertise to streamline prescription access and prior authorizations. And they are hiring for a operations specialist. This is a full-time position, as you can see right here. And this is a remote role with no state restrictions. So it does not matter what state you are applying from, you are eligible to apply for this particular role. They're letting you know what this position will entail. And if you scroll a little further down, they'll let you know why they would be most excited about you. So they're looking for you to have experience in a role that requires analytical problem solving or operational rigor with outcome ownership. If you know how to deal with ambiguous problems and resolve them quickly, and if you're able to master new and complex technologies and to work with data quickly. And we love the pay is right there. They're letting you know it starts at $20 an hour and goes up to $32 an hour. And it looks like this application isn't too bad at all. This application should take you less than 3 minutes, you guys, to upload it to the system. And they're going to ask you a couple of questions. I guess that's going to increase the application time. But I feel like it's not too bad for the pay that they're offering, especially if you don't necessarily have every piece of experience that they are asking for. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Let me know, are you interested in this role? Will you be applying? Comment below. The next company we have today is called Teramid, and they're hiring a customer support specialist. If you're not familiar with this company, Teramid is a hybrid global workforce building the next generation of insider risk management and user behavioral analytics platform. If we scroll further down, you'll see a lot more about the role, and they're letting you know they're seeking a customer support specialist to join their support team and provide timely and empathetic help that keeps the customer's needs at the forefront of every interaction. The other great thing about this is they're letting you know the schedule right up front. They're letting you know that the schedule will be between Monday through Friday, 12 to 8 p.m., which is great. We love when we know what we're walking into schedule-wise. Right here, they'll go over some of the responsibilities, which is you will be primarily providing technical support to customers and maintaining high customer satisfaction while managing operational expectations. This is pretty much your run-of-the-mill customer service role. And there, again, is no restrictions for this role, so it does not matter where you are applying for, you will be eligible for this role. So don't worry about that. And with that said, they don't list the pay for this one. I don't necessarily like that, but usually with a role like this, I would expect it at least to be around $18 per hour or more. If you apply and find out, come back and let me know. But I definitely still wanted to show this position to you because I think this is a great role where you can get in at entry level and grow with a fast growing company. The next company we have is a company called Forward Financing, and they are a financial technology company based in Boston, Massachusetts, with team members throughout the United States. They're recognized as one of the best places to work for in Boston, and they love investing in their employees' technology and customer experience. And in this role, you'll be a collection specialist. They're letting you know that you will service a portfolio of small and medium-sized businesses, their customer accounts, using a variety of contact methods to collect, including calling, text messages, and emails. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know the majority of people, they're not going to be answering the phones for bill collectors. So it may not be too many phone calls, but they do list it here as an option. But if you are interested in collections, maybe don't let the phone calls deter you, because that's probably going to be a very small part of your job. If you've worked in collections, let us know. How many calls do you typically make when it comes to collecting on balances owed? They're also letting you know that you'll be negotiating with customers to establish payment plans that are sustainable and meet business objectives, and you'll professionally leverage and speak to legal collections processes to drive customer engagement and resolution. The good thing about this position is they prefer a bachelor's degree, but we know what preferred means. They will take equivalent work experience, and they're also looking, if you have experience in customer service, sales, or collections, they are going to love that. And they're letting us know the work schedule. Big thumbs up for that, because it's always good to know what you're walking into schedule wise. And then that pay, that is some pretty decent pay, you guys. I don't want to collect from anybody, but the pay makes it a little bit tempting. Let me know if you've ever worked in collections and if you're applying for this particular role with Forward Financing. And the last company that we have today is a company called Perfect Serve. And if you don't know who they are, Perfect Serve is a leading provider of clinical communication and physician scheduling solutions in the health IT space. The company was founded in 1997 and has steadily grown since then, with several jumps due to some major acquisitions. So that's a little bit of background on the company. We see right up here that you're able to work from home, and they list no state restrictions. So shout out to my people specifically in New York and California, because those two states are usually the most difficult for people to find jobs that will hire in those states. But you are good to go. Here, when you scroll a little further down, they're going to let you know who they are looking for. And they're letting you know that while they do have some Monday through Friday shifts available, most schedules will require support to their professionals who work on the weekend. So you need to expect that you probably will have to work a weekend day. And right now they're hiring for night shift for my people who reach out to me and say, hey, do they have anything overnight? Do they have anything after I get off of the job that I want to keep? So this is perfect for you. And they also list a start date, which is amazing. We know how much time you have before you can start the position. Start calculating those paychecks. Anybody with me? Am I the only person who does that? Just me? Okay. But if that's you, comment down below. And they're letting you know what you will be doing in this position, which is fielding incoming client communications via phone, chat, and their online portal. And reading over this pretty much looks like a typical customer support position. And usually when you work the night shift, it's a lot slower than the day shift. I can't say that guaranteed, but in my experience, the night shifts are usually a lot more laid back and relaxed and less volume than in the daytime. And of course, we have the pay right here, $19 an hour. You already know what you're about to get. And these greenhouse applications, I love them because they typically don't require where they were asking you for every job's address and phone number and the name of your supervisor. Is usually pretty easy to apply for. So let me know, are you going to be applying for Perfect Serve? Are you going to apply for any of these positions? Let me know in the comments. And remember, if you are tired of job searching, let me do it. Save hours that you spend searching the boards. Just come and join my school. Remember that community. You can go to school, spelled with a K, SKOOL.com/remote jobs. But I'll be back to see you on another video, and I'll have some more amazing job leads for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all later. And remember that Jesus loves you. Bye, you guys.